Are you a part of the Illuminati?
Yes.
It's a level of success where it's a door. When you platinum and you getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you could walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that door.
Perhaps you've heard about the Illuminati. We don't intend to spend a whole lot of time on the Illuminati, but just enough to familiarize yourself if you've never heard of the organization. It was founded in 1776 in the south of Germany by a man named Adam Weishaupt.
You guys still be having them little secret meetings with robes and skulls and all that shit? I heard.
Always. Like some Illuminati type shit or something?
Yeah, it was like vanilla. Y'all.
Joy comes to me easily. Joy comes to me fast. Joy loves my company. When joy comes, it lasts. Love comes to me easily. Love comes to me fast. Love loves my company. When love comes, it lasts.
It's a level of success where it's a door. When you platinum and you getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you could walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that though. I went straight.
What do you mean?
Listen, when you get to a level of success, when you getting 30, 40, 50,000 a show, you platinum, you running across the world. There's three different doors, right? There's three different ways to walk. There's to the left, there's to the right, and then there's straight. Straight is you're on your own. Let's see if you continue this success, young man. Let's see if it's all about your skills, young man. Let's really see that when you went straight. To the right, I'm not sure if that's the home shit right there. And then there's to the left, I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice going on right there. I'm not sure because I went straight. But I was offered these doors.
This is your offer? Some game?
I don't, no. I'm saying that to the right when I seen it, those was those guys over there. I just chose to go straight, and I haven't been platinum since.
Have a heart because it was his turn next. Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Perhaps you've heard about the Illuminati. We don't intend to spend a whole lot of time on the Illuminati, but just enough to familiarize yourself if you've never heard of the organization. It was founded in 1776 in the south of Germany by a man named Adam Weishaupt. He formulated his plans in relation to the House of Rothschild in England, Germany, France, Italy. The Rothschild banking dynasty behind the governments of Europe hired Adam Weishaupt to formulate a plan for the world at that time to accomplish certain goals for those in power. That plan came to be known as the Illuminati plan. Now, you can find most of this material in any library, any encyclopedia, under the word Illuminati, which comes from obviously the word illumine, to be enlightened, to be in the light. But there's a very important book that I'd like to bring to your attention called Fire in the Minds of Men. It's on the origins of the revolutionary faith. Fire in the Minds of Men, written by James Billington, is a profoundly important book in understanding the revolutionary and radical movements of the world today and how they got here and who finances them and what they're really all about. I'd like to read to you a couple of paragraphs of importance, I think, in dealing with the occult origins of the organizational arrangements, how the occult organizations throughout the world, secret societies, are organized. In it, on page 87, he says, "The story of the secret societies can never be fully reconstructed, and it has been badly neglected, even avoided, one suspects, because of the evidence that is available repeatedly leads us into territory equally uncongenial to modern historians in the East and the West. In what follows, I shall attempt to show that the modern revolutionary tradition as it came to be internationalized under Napoleon, the Restoration, grew out of occult Freemasonry. That the early organizational ideas originated more from Pythagorean mysticism than from practical experience, and that the real innovators were not so much the political activists as literary intellectuals, on whom German Romantic thought in general and the Bavarian Illuminati in particular exerted great influence. Here he was talking about the organization of the Bavarian Illuminati. You can't discuss the Illuminati without understanding the Jesuit order of the Catholic Church, because Adam Weishaupt himself, the founder of the Illuminati, was in fact a Jesuit priest. He was not just an ordinary Jesuit priest, though. In Bavaria, he continued to support revolutionary and radical thinking against the church and has given to the world what has come to be known as the revolutionary tradition. On May 1st, 1776 is when Adam Weishaupt founded this order, and that's why, of course, in Soviet Union and other communist countries, that May 1st is considered to be the important day to all communist revolutionaries, because Adam Weishaupt founded the Illuminati on May 1st. This you will find, as I said, in any encyclopedia.
Jeffree Star just exposed the whole Illuminati.
Is the Illuminati real?
Yes.
Are there any other secret societies other than the Illuminati that maybe don't get as much press?
Yeah, but they're evil and I don't fuck with them.
Okay, so the Illuminati is not evil. They don't do like blood sacrifices.
See, the problem is when there's people in control of anything, they get greedy, egos, so they ruin things and they make it evil.
Mm-hmm. Care to elaborate?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And is the Illuminati like celebrity based, or are there politicians also involved with that?
Money-based.
It's just money based.
Mm-hmm. And then the celebrities are used as a vessel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How much money?
Vessel.
How much money does someone have to make to be in?
Or what you're willing to do to not be broke anymore.
What does that mean?
Dun, dun.
Yeah. You speak in riddles. Like you give me just enough where I'm like, I don't know.
You have to, so I don't get my plane bombed or killed later, you know?
It's your fear for your life.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird.
Are you a part of the Illuminati?
Yes. No, I'm not. Did that come up as a lie when I said yes?
Yes, that's true.
Oh, that means I'm not. He
you
said, are you a part of
answers.
the Illuminati? And I said, yes.
And then you changed it.
And then I said, no. But I said, I'm just kidding.
Don't try to work the system, okay? Let me work you. You need to stop.
I am not a part of the Illuminati.
How do you spill the teas on how celebrities get letter to join the Illuminati in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Do you, since you've been in these circles and seen these things in Hollywood and I mean the Kardashians?
You don't see anything.
Okay, you don't see anything.
You don't see anything. You just have to know what you know. First of all, I've received a letter a long time ago in 2001, I believe, or was it 2004? And when you receive a letter, this is what the letter consists of. Get mad at Illuminati puppets. It tells you that, hey, we find you to be very interesting. What we can do for you. And all you have to do is what? Stay in touch.
Yeah.
You gotta figure it out. It's about it's about six pages, front and back, paragraphed off, telling you about yourself, how amazing you are, and all the shit they can do for you. Yeah. That's that letter. Then you have another one where you're actually in. That's for someone that's not in, but have influence. I can influence 1 million people a day and only have 14 people on my page. I get 496,000 views a day and didn't even post nothing. I'm recorded and put on social media before I come off my live. Come down. Who wouldn't want that? So let's offer you this coming out of that. Let's offer you this. how about we give you your own TV show? In 2014, Lifetime called me. They emailed me, I'm sorry. Her name is Elaine Bradley. Hi, Tokyo, we just want to give you a show. Bitch, I'm like female homies in sweatpants and flip-flops. What are you talking about? No, thank you. Oh, well, we'll give you $40,000 just for the first week. We can start there. I got $45,000 in the bank. What's up? I'm good. So it's Lifetime. Then you have Zeus to come through. The most demonic. It's so, y'all don't have a clue. Let me tell you how much of a clue it is.
They say y'all might have created Zeus, so I want to hear your thoughts.
Oh, no, I'm gonna give you what's happening. I created Zeus. Let me break it down. Zeus was there long before I came. Can I name some names?
Yeah.
Birdman. You was there. Can I name
To
some
that
names?
boy.
Snoop Dogg. You was there. Can I name some names?
Come on.
Plenty of them was there before I came. You don't hear about them. You heard B. Simone show on there. You don't hear nothing about it. You heard TT show was on there. You don't hear about it. But they got big views. But you don't hear nothing. Those fake numbers be a motherfucker, don't they? So they called me. They knew that it was dire straits at the time. Why? I just got backdoored out my house. Just left my husband. My friends fucked over me. Got all my money. Went on free trips and shit. Walking on red carpet and shit. You know how it go. So I knew that this would be another opportunity to be near China. That's why. I don't need that shit. So they talked to me. I was like, I'll be on her show. I really don't know. Okay. So we got on the Real Black China, and that's how Zeus had claimed, oh, we saw you on that, and you was fantastic. We did. Okay, cool. Well, when I give it them, I see what's happening. I don't see the demonic shit right away. Of course not. They make it look feathery sweet. So I'm looking around, checking out, just watching shit, letting my spirituality feel people's spirit, getting close to you, standing aside, all kinds of shit. Nothing. So they started talking about the show. I said, listen, let me break something down. If it ain't gonna go my way, it ain't doing it. It gotta be what I wanna do. I gotta run that. I gotta produce that. So, of course, I produced more shit before Zeus. So I said, if I produce it, we can do it. He said, oh yeah, you can produce your own show? So I produced it. And I'm the only, is this the camera? I'm the only producer that produced on Zeus Network.
Talk to him.
Nobody else. Not like China, she did not produce nothing. You know what? If they produce something, they would still be producing. You don't go be a boss and go back to being an employee. Make me understand.
Facts.
Okay. Period.
Damn, so
yeah, I made Zeus. I made him $9.6 million in the first month and a half at $4.99 a month. That's how many subscribers they got. They never paid me.
Oh wow.
To this day, I did 2 shows. But I sued them. They thought I didn't have enough money. That's the thing about Hollywood. They drag you to Hollywood so you run out of money. You gotta keep paying your lawyers.
Oh, they playing big bank, little bank in it.
Entertainment lawyers are not accident lawyers. Let's get that shit clear.
That's facts.
They want $30,000 off the top. $695 for the senior, junior, paralegal, and you gonna pay it right now. So if I was broke but not getting a check from him, I'd be fucked with me.
Yeah.
So everybody that walks around with sweatpants and baseball caps, I mean,
Come on now. Come on.
So from that, I sued them, I took them to court, and then I took them again twice because they put me on WeTV with the lies, with China stating, you ain't raised me, I know where you was at. What the fuck?
We saw that.
So you put that lies onto another network? Oh, let me show you how I rock. Whoop, they set me. And that was that. And while in court, they asked me to do another show, the Audacity.
Zeus?
Tokyo, can you do one more show for us? While in court. And you know I was flicked off in court, right? I got flicked off so bad they lowered my motherfucking money.
Damn.
Because I went off.
Damn.
I didn't give a fuck.
And Zeus is all black network, right?
No, they're not. That's what they say.
Oh.
Amanda Curry is the owner of Zeus.
Oh.
She's a white woman.
Oh no.
She works with SAG, and she's a pretty nice person.
Put the facade out there. That is.
So this story is the reason I stopped making content for 5 years. You guys remember when all those Vine stars and skit Instagrammers moved to LA in like 2015-ish? So I wasn't a huge creator at the time, but I was there and around it all as all of that stuff was happening. I moved from Chicago to LA 3 weeks after high school with like $2,000 in my pocket that I saved up working at Steak and Shake with this other aspiring creator named David. I was much more into editing and being behind the camera at that time, and he was much more into Vine and vlogs and being on camera. That time of our lives was absolutely crazy. Everybody was broke, posting anything we could onto YouTube to get some attention. I happened to get a spot at the now notorious 1600 Vine apartments, and David got a spot a little bit closer to USC. Everyone was collaborating with everyone, and it was the era of clickbait YouTube. And to be honest, it was extremely fun for the first few months, until Hollywood started to notice that influencers were the next big thing, and that the landscape of the industry was changing. And we started to get invited to more exclusive parties and events, where it seemed as if old Hollywood was almost grooming new Hollywood. And there was rumors of this one gathering that was happening on a monthly basis, where it seemed like anybody that got invited saw a massive jump in their numbers, secured huge brand deals right after attending. But apparently this gathering worked on a buddy system. Someone had to vouch for you and bring you as a guest. And by blind luck, me and David ended up getting invited. Some talent agents saw me and David shoot a silly skit at a random party. He didn't invite us that second, he just told us that he saw something special in us and took our contact information. And listen, people do that all the time in LA, but this guy had a different feel to him. He wasn't trying to convince us he had connections or hype himself up like everybody else does. He was just super calm and had a sharp way of speaking that demanded respect. He was extremely brief, and after getting our numbers, he just said, "Look out for the invite," and walked away. And this is where it gets weird. I never gave this guy my address, I only gave him my number, but I ended up getting an invitation by letter. And at the time, I thought that that was so cool. But in retrospect, as an adult looking back at it, that alone was a huge violation of privacy and a major red flag. But at the time, when I tell you I was absolutely buzzing with excitement. When I got it, the letter was so extravagant and detailed. It was gold with black and red lettering that read something like, "Your talents have been noted, your name has been endorsed, and I'll never forget this part. The dreams you have been chasing are a night away through the seventh heaven." And the address was a beautiful home in Laurel Canyon that was set to happen that weekend. It also noted to not be a minute late and not to expect to leave before midnight. And at the time, it felt like the Willy Wonka golden ticket. And the excitement doubled when I got a text from David at the same time, in all caps saying, "Did you get one too?" I felt like our lives were about to change. And I was right. David blew up after this party, and I had to go into hiding. I felt like our lives were about to change. And I was right. David blew up after this party, and I had to go into hiding. When I tell you I was on cloud 9 leading up to that party, I mean it. I was so young and naive and delusionally optimistic. I truly believed that I was going to go to this party and leave rich, because it literally seemed like that was happening to the creators around me that attended. I was hyped. I've never been a braggy person, but when you're young and excited, you get consumed by good news and want to talk to your friends and peers about it. So everybody that I chatted with who I knew was a content creator and was in the know about this party, I couldn't help but to tell them. And all the feedback was positive and along the lines of, "Let me know how it goes," or "Can you try to get me into the next one?" And even some from bigger creators saying, "I'll see you there," with like a little smirk on their face, like they were pumped for me. Except for one conversation with a creator that most of you probably know. This creator is an extremely positive guy, and he's one of the most wholesome, bubbly, genuine guys I met out there. And when I told him the good news, he looked at me like I told him a tsunami was headed towards the building. The usual joy that this man brought to every conversation turned into real fear and concern, and he made me leave the lobby and come up to his apartment before explaining anything to me. Like he was scared that somebody was going to overhear our conversation. When we got up to his apartment, he was just pacing, like he had no idea how to start this conversation. But when he finally spoke up, all he said was, "Listen, Doug, I know you're excited, but I'm begging you, please do not go. That man is not who you think he is." He was being so frantic, and I could see tears welling up in this guy's eyes. But I was young, and I thought that I knew everything. I didn't even think the talent agent that sent us the invite was important. I was interested in the connections, and I didn't really care if the talent agent was shady, or if his intention was to sign me to a bad deal. I thought I'd just say no to any bad contract that he'd try to send me, but still get to reap all the benefits of the party. So I tried to pry a little bit and ask follow-up questions, but all he gave me was, "I have a friend who went, and he hasn't been the same since he didn't cooperate. I don't know what he saw or what they did to him, but Doug, I do not want to see that happen to you."
You're in the Illuminati. Look,
You saw your videos,
you
right?
have a
Yeah, videos
triangle.
online. Like Cardi B, like
And it's like, bro, do you know that if I don't work, I could go broke? Do you know if I say the wrong, if I do or say the wrong thing out of my mouth,
You're out of here.
I'm out of here. And nothing can save me.
What are rappers really trying to tell us in their music? This is wild.
Talking about the lyrics in this song, and I know you all heard this.
Yeah, I remember that song.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about when Jay-Z raps, and this used to be one of my favorite songs growing up. I probably sang it hundreds of times, so Lord forgive me, but listen to this.
You ride her just like a bus route. Hail Mary to the city, you're a virgin, and Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church came here for school.
How do you just sneak those lyrics in a song like that? Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends.
What do you think he's trying to say?
Looking back at it now, Jay-Z makes sense. But when I was a kid, I wasn't like reading and analyzing lyrics. I was born in New York, so I thought it was cool to sing and rap these lyrics. Just shows you how powerful a catchy song like that is. Now, are we probably going to hear it again in public, or if your friend plays it or something? Yes. But now we're aware. There's always an agenda.
We just was never privy to it. We never had access to that sort of information.
I call it the room with the door behind it. You never get to that door. We always got through the first door, and we were so excited about being in that room that we never looked at the next door, right? I'm gonna stop right here. We're back. This is still Heart to Heart, and I'm still talking to Jay-Z.
Right in our faces, pay attention.
There's a new show on Netflix called The Peniferate, or however you say it. But just look at the name. Tell me you notice. If you know, you know. Like, just watch this, y'all. Look, you can see the triangle in the back? It's all about symbolism. Just wait. This is where it gets really, really interesting. You see those crosses? If you know, you know. And look where he walks into. If you know, you know. I can't say too much.
They will put you on a record label. They, you know.
And so what do the sacrifices be like?
I wouldn't know, but
I thought that would be in the 14. I would have read every 14 page of that letter.
No, once you realize there's no need, because guess what happens? Somewhere in the middle.
Part 2.
People say, oh, you get all this money being in the Illuminati, you get all this money, you get $100,000 a month or $500,000 a month. No, it doesn't work that way. Who are you to where you feel that you should get $1 million like that, or $500,000 a month, or $50,000, $60,000, or $100,000 right away? What do you have to bring to the Illuminati? What do you have to offer? Why should anybody just pay you a lot of money just because you want to be in the Illuminati? Who are you?
So he offered this car to me and offered me, you know, everything I would want to live a luxurious lifestyle if I signed a deal. And the deal was to make me famous. And I said to him, I don't have any talents, or like, I don't sing or dance, right? At 17, like, you know, not really knowing myself that well. And he was like, it's okay. Like, we'll fit you anywhere. Like, we'll find something for you, right? And just had this scroll with a pen ready to hand it to me. He showed me this penthouse apartment that would be, you know, for me to live in. You know, something I really wanted at the time at 17. I wanted to move out. And I also wanted a car too, because I had just got my permit. In order to live there, I would have to move to California, to Los Angeles. And it was like in that moment I was like, oh, what about my family? You know, can they come too? Like, can we all live together? Like, what happens to them, right? And I was just feeling really skeptical, and I'm just looking at him and I'm like, he's waiting, begging for me to sign, to hand me this pen.
Are you a part of the Illuminati?
Yes. No, I'm not. Did that come up as a lie when I said yes?
Yes, that's true.
Oh, that means I'm not. You
said
said, are
both
you a part of
answers.
the Illuminati? And I said yes.
And then you changed it.
And then I said no. But I said, I'm just kidding.
Don't try to work the system, okay? Let me work you. You need to stop.
I am not a part of the Illuminati.
As fellow Disney stars, are you all in a secret Illuminati-like club?
No.
Is it because you can't tell me if you are?
No.
Is that true, Sam?
Inconclusive.
Can you imagine?
Celebrities work almost as if they have to. Well, it's not almost as if they actually have to. It's the way the world works. You have to swing the pendulum back. So if celebrities go and do 5 bad things, right? They have to then go ahead and do one good thing to balance it out. Notice how they always offer, like they always donate money to a charity, even though that charity might link to somebody that they are in business with, which means that money is going to come back to them. Just like the Kardashians, they own a church, they tied 10%, but that money is also getting back to them. So celebrities do bad things and then donate a large sum of money to a charity to balance out the energy. So they feel, even though they're doing bad things, they don't feel bad about it because they balance out the energy, because they feel that's how the world works and that the pendulum have to swing back. It doesn't matter what goes on in life, the pendulum naturally have to swing back because that's just how the world works. Just like, it's like polarity. Up, down, yes, no, black, white, war, peace, all of that stuff. It's like it all kind of makes sense. It all kind of comes together. Anyways, I will see you at the end of the video with more opinions. Talk to you. Let's talk about the crossroad. Everybody keeps talking about a door, and also a crossroad when it comes to sacrificing or whatever it is that you're doing. And all of these things actually connects. I will talk about this towards the end of how spirituality connects and how the celebrities take it to the next level and do more darker things to get the things that they want faster, and also to put the wool over the population's eyes. But first, let's talk about the crossroad and what it means to be at a crossroad. So first of all, what is a crossroad? So there's 2 different ways to look at a crossroad. So on a street, there's a four-way street. At a 4-way street is considered a crossroad, right? So in spirituality, people would either dispose of things at a crossroad or do offerings at a crossroad. And also in regular life, for people who do not dabble in spirituality or tapping into your goddess energy or God energy, you will see a crossroad as making a decision in life, having to decide either going with something and leaving another, or picking up the other and leaving one. So making a decision making is also considered a crossroad. So there's 2 ways of looking at it. But when it comes to like celebrities, I'm pretty sure I mentioned before in previous videos, they do dabble in darker things, because what they want you to think is what's good is bad, what's bad is good. Just like, it's like a balance, duality, black, white, up, down, day, night, yes, no type stuff. But there's like a far end where you can take it, where things happen quicker and you do like darker things, like sacrificing people. Some of the celebrities do, allegedly sacrificing people to get higher in the pyramid. So whenever you see them flashing a pyramid, it's not necessarily because it's like a devil symbol or anything like that. Actually, those are mudras. Those are hand gestures that you could do to align yourself based on the hand gesture that you're doing, right? But a pyramid, if you ever look at like when they're talking about the pyramid in the food chain, the healthier food are usually at the top. So whenever they do a pyramid, it represents like choosing to be at the top or doing whatever it takes and then some to be at the top. So when it comes to like doing all these nefarious things, like offering a person to in return to get that person's energy and essence, like for example when Kim Kardashian said that she was going to take a strand of Marilyn Monroe's hair in order to do some voodoo shit, which is there's a video out there on the internet where she actually said that, which eventually I will make a video about it. But she was in turn trying to use Marilyn Monroe's hair and to get her essence. That's why the same year she ended up embodying Marilyn Monroe, because she was working with her energy. Kim Kardashian is literally obsessed with Marilyn Monroe, and she's obsessed with how Marilyn Monroe was, her essence, her energy, all of that. And she even mentioned and she even confirmed that out of her own mouth. But anyway, so when you are at a crossroad, or the door that they're saying, everybody's talking about this door, this secret door that you have to go to, is a decision that you have to make in order to get what it is that you want, the riches that you want. So you have to make this difficult decision by either sodomy or, different sacrifice, different rituals in order to get the things that you're after quicker. So it's not necessarily like a red door or a black door. It's a decision making. Just like whenever you do like crossroad or road opening work, you would do that when you have a decision to make, or you feel like your roads are blocked. Or you do like a crossroad work is because you're at a crossroad in life. So for example, you're deciding, a good example I can give you is deciding rather to move to New York instead of Texas. You're at a crossroad because you love both places. You love New York for whatever reason. You love Texas for whatever reason. But now you have to make a decision. So you are at a crossroad to make a decision. But also there's a physical location that is also a crossroad where you can also do sacrifices or rituals or whatever. So when it comes to like celebrity sacrifices or celebrity rituals and all that stuff versus like people who you would consider a witch in your life, somebody who deals with like crystals, herbs, and all of that, it's nothing compared. It's nothing compared. The type of stuff that the celebrities do where they traffic people and, harness their energy. And that is the reason why when somebody passes on, they will say, oh, I'm channeling the energy of this person. It's because they're literally using the essence of that person. Either they went somewhere and did pay a lump sum of money for this person to be taken out so they can harness their energy and add it to whatever energy that they have. So for example, you pick one celebrity. This is just an example. Beyonce, right? Aaliyah. Harness her energy, so you basically bound her energy to the earth, to you, so you can perform like her, so you can embody her, or she embodied Aaliyah. As an example, I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying Beyonce actually did it. This is all alleged. All the videos that I share here are all my opinion, all alleged. But bounding Aaliyah's energy to her so she can perform like Aaliyah, so she could kind of embodies Aaliyah. So anything that Aaliyah, any ideas or anything, basically Aaliyah's essence, like she takes Aaliyah's essence and now she is Beyonce, but also have the energy of Aaliyah. You know what I mean? So you do all these things so you can embody and take over the energy of that particular person that you offered. So you can offer a person to a brujo or bruja and say, I want to gain this power, and this is the person that I'm offering as a sacrifice. Like you can go to, the crossroads, the cemetery, whatever, and you summon Papa Liba, for example, or Bawan Sandi, but you have to give a sacrifice. It is required for you to give a sacrifice. It can be anything. It can be something that they like an offering, not necessarily a sacrifice, but an offering. Anything that they like. So for example, Papa Liba likes cigars, or brass, you know, anything that they like, you learn about it, and then you offer that to them and exchange it, even exchange, because anything that you do in life is an energy exchange. So you give something to receive something. If you lie and say you're going to give something to them and they do the things that they promised to do for you and you don't give it to them, trust me, the consequences will be dire. It will be very, very tough. You have to keep your words. Just like whenever you get invited to a party, you bring something else as an exchange for the invitation that they sent to you. So it's like a perfect energy exchange, and that is the reason why I believe anything in life is an energy exchange. You know, I won't take anything from you unless I feel like, you know, unless I give you something in return, because it's an energy exchange. Like, for example, you know, I'm going on a date, right? Well, I'm meeting with my sister. I take her to work. She either put $10 gas in my car as a thank you, or she'll cook me dinner or buy me lunch or whatever as a thank you. And it's not something that you expect, but it's nice, and the flow of energy is better, and also you will get more in return when you have that energy exchange. When people do things for you and give you something, you give back. Especially spiritual people, you do not want to take from them, or them giving you doing a work for you to not return the payment back, because not them that's going to punish you, but their ancestors, the energy that they work with is the one that's going to punish you. So that's the reason why a lot of time, like, celebrities will do something bad and then donate a bunch of money to a organization, because it makes them feel like they're balancing the pendulum. The pendulum is swinging back because they did something back. So now they're giving money to make up for the bad thing that they did. So it all correlates, but just know that the kind of rituals that celebrities do have nothing to do with rituals that real people who believe they are witches, or who believe they are wise people who work with the energy of the world. Their spirit, maybe there's some that do dark stuff, but not all, because celebrities go extreme. They go above and beyond because they have this hierarchy that they are following, and they have to continue to do it like that, or else they're going to be pushed to the bottom of the food chain. So anyways, all kind of correlates together. I'll talk to you guys.